Dunwoody Art Festival setup day. Today is the day it's not supposed to be raining, and I have some lovely helpers. We are setting my stuff all over there, but vendors are currently setting up. I'm just thankful I've got help. This is literally about to be weekend three in a row with like rain chances. So I don't know what I did to encourage May to be this particularly soggy, but I would be okay if it stopped. Oh my goodness, I can't figure out where I left my stuff. I think I took a wrong turn. Wait. Is this it? This might be it. Getting over here before I get hit by a car. Hey, there's my giant pile of stuff. Woo, let's get this party started. I'm mostly set up, at least my fixtures. We're allowed to stay here as late as we want and set up, except for like, it's dark outside, which makes it kind of difficult. And they were kind enough to point out that I do in fact have a street light, but like it only does so much. And honestly, I'd rather come in the morning because it's supposed to rain overnight, the heaviest part, we think. So if I leave everything in the containers like it is now, in theory, it'll be dry in the morning. I don't know, we hope for the best. All right, all packed up for the night. We'll come back and finish in the morning, you know, when we're not just doing this by street light. Okay, the rain is supposed to be heavier from what I was just told overnight or like early in the morning. It's one of those just gigantic clouds. Sometimes, you know, when it storms, you're dodging little tiny clouds. That's what's been the past 2 weekends. This is a really big cloud. We cannot avoid this. So we're gonna get a little wet tomorrow, but hopefully not too bad. But I did this last weekend too with the rain, so it's not gonna be worse than that. And I mean, like, it's not gonna be worse than last night. It was at my house. It hailed last night in my house, so that was super fun. But I'm ready for it. You know, I had someone on TikTok this week tell me, oh, it's not worth going in the rain, you're wasting your time, don't show up. First of all, it's so dark now. Some shows require you to show up. Like, some shows you literally just can't bail or they won't invite you back, so here we are. But honestly, like, if you're at a show and you want to make your money back, you have to show up. You have to. You don't know if somebody's going to show up and they want to spend money. Because, like, umbrellas exist. Raincoats exist. Like, it's not like we're all the Wicked Witch of the West and we're going to melt in the rain. That's not how this works. So, we'll be here tomorrow, bright and early. Yeah, bright. Emphasis on bright. Good morning, everyone. It's raining, but not actually that bad. I'm in the exhibitor parking lot, and the shuttle literally just pulled off without me. Like, they didn't stop for anybody. They just drove in a circle around the parking lot and left. So, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't really the shuttle. Maybe it was an incognito tiny bus that looked just like the shuttle that was supposed to take me over to the show. But I really want to be in my nice dry tent, so... Anyway, happy Dunwoody Arts Festival Day 1. Woo! Okay, I have 2 hours to turn all of this into some sort of booth, and I've got to get my little shower curtains up on the side because otherwise everything is going to get wet. Wish me luck! We are here, we are set up, it is pouring down rain, and apparently there was an earthquake earlier this morning. It didn't happen to us. This is awful, y'all. I mean, like, it could be worse, but seriously, we're gonna it's not great. But we're making the best of it. So this is Dunwoody Arts Festival Day 1, alright? And we're stuck here for 2 days. The radar originally said that this wasn't gonna clear out at all, and now it's looking like we might get lucky and it clears out at noon. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm trying not to get to that point where I delve into like deep soul-crushing depression because that doesn't really do me any good. Also, my pants are wet because short people, you know, you just wear pants in the rain and your pants drag because you're short, and here we are. So it's fine. The bottom half of me is very cold. I worked on new inventory this week. Not a ton of inventory. I didn't go crazy. It's been a bad week, but I finished some new tote bags. So, I had been missing my large totes for forever, and the one project I did manage to do this week was the tote bags. As far as what's going on this week, I don't know if you guys follow me on other social media sites, but if you do, you probably know that I have been working on TNRing some cats. And I have cats inside my house, and then I have some of the cats that I TNR'd in my house, and it's a whole thing. The father of the 2 little girl cats that I have I was trying to catch another cat this week. I wasn't actually trying to catch him. I spotted a pregnant little girl this week, and I think she's just pregnant. So we were trying to TNR her. Local rescue was helping me out, and I ended up catching him instead, which I needed to catch him, but we were trying to get him a normal vet appointment and not a TNR vet appointment. Fortunately, good news, the organization I like to work with that all of my cats have gotten fixed through, I have adopted my cats through, their vets were kind enough that they did sedate him, and they looked at him because he had a giant gaping hole this big in his neck. They came to the conclusion that he was probably almost 10 years old, which is about what I guessed. They gave me 8 to 10, probably closer to 10. FIV positive. He's the first one in the community that has been FIV positive. He had really bad ear mites, the hole in his neck. My neighbors and I were pretty sure it was from an animal bite. The vets said he had scratched a hole in himself because his ear mite infection was that bad, but he'd also shredded his ears. So regardless of if it was an animal bite to start or not, he was literally shredding his neck open. It was literally, and you could see tissue underneath. Like, it had to be painful. And his teeth were broken. I thought they were missing. They were not missing. They were broken. The FIV is why the wound wouldn't heal. There were some other things. They think there was something in his mouth. Anyway, it was bad. And he was so feral. Like, he was my good boy, but, like, I couldn't touch him. He's a feral cat. So anyway, we ended up having to put him to sleep, which was not what I was expecting this week. So my week started with that. In the middle of my work day, I'd been worried about him all day, and in the middle of my work day, I get this call, and I had to make a decision. And you know how it is when you have pets. You have to make the best call for them, and this wasn't really a pet, but this was a cat that trusted me, and so I had to do that. And I've had to just sit on that all week, and like part of my week was literally I painted him this really big memorial stone in my backyard where I buried him so that he could stay in his neighborhood, because, like, again, feral cats don't usually live to be 10 years old, 8 to 10 years old regardless, especially ones with FIV. So I don't know, he deserves someone remembering him, and I'm sad. His name is Old Man, so this is Old Man. He's a very good boy. I have 2 of his daughters, and I have gotten his grandchildren adopted out, and the family line will hopefully end there because of the DNRing, but we're working on it. So anyway, that's how my week started. Fingers crossed I actually sell anything today. I will check in with you guys a little bit later and let you know if the rain actually leaves. Midday check-in. It's cold. It's wet. It's cold and wet. Yeah, that's really about it. No one's that surprised. I'm coming back from a restroom run. So, figured we can just figure out what else is going on as we're doing it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It looks like some of the tents didn't even open. I don't know that I'd be brave enough. Oh boy, it's really cold, y'all. I'm like, this doesn't seem to be letting up. It's less bad than it was. But, not actually sure that's saying all that much. So, yeah. Alright, we're almost back home. Almost. Ooh, here we are. Okay. Home. And yeah, it's wet in here too. Oh my gosh, guys, I looked out of my tent, right? And that thing behind the clouds, do you know what that is? It's the sun. I could cry. Alright, so we just got an email from the coordinators. We're closing up an hour early today because the rain is technically supposed to come back. We're kind of living up the little bit of sad sunshine we've got while we can. There are people here at least. I will say I have not even made my booth fee, so sales aren't great, but we're here and we're trying, and at least we have sun. That's something, right? I'm thankful we're going home a little bit early though. We're all just kind of cold and wet and sad at this point. So yeah, it's fine. Alright, we closed up at early at 5. Nothing was really happening though. It's dead. You know, like, you can't fix a dead show, because here's the thing, it's Mother's Day weekend, so people are hanging out with their families because that's what you do Mother's Day weekend. And it's cold and it's wet. I feel like we probably would have been okay if it was just wet, if that makes sense, because it's May in Georgia. It's normally warm by now, but like the cold and wet was a bit much. So yeah, we're going home an hour early. I'm going to go try to figure out where the shuttle drop off is because I legitimately don't remember. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow when it's also supposed to be raining. Hooray! Good morning, YouTube. This is day 2 of Dunwoody Art Festival. It dried out a little bit. That's good, right? We did just get confirmation from the coordinator. We're gonna close up early, but also the rain is supposed to come through starting at like 3, 4, 5-ish, we don't know. So the goal is honestly to get everything packed up safely so we don't lose inventory, because like I don't want to lose my inventory. It's made of fabric, and if it gets wet, I'm going to be spending the next 2 days doing nothing but drying stuff, and that sounds terrible, like actually terrible. So I've got everything mostly moved out of the booth. It's all behind the tent right now. So if you go behind my tent, it currently looks like this. It's fine, our giant pile of stuff. So there's the whole way down. We're all getting set up though. It'll be fine. Oh, hey, the snow cone people are actually open today. I don't think they actually bothered yesterday. Like, it was so cold and wet. Who the heck wants a snow cone? Okay, I made my booth fee. I'm going to complain less now. Also, this little girl just bought a pillow because she's going to a birthday present. And she bought it for like the birthday gift. Well, like mom bought it, whatever. Anyway, this kid is gonna go make chocolate for a birthday party. And you know what? I'm so jealous right now. Like, is that what kids' birthday parties are now? Do we get to make chocolate? Because I want to be a kid again. Also, I'm kind of gambling right now. My walls are down, but I think we're okay for a few hours, and I was feeling a little claustrophobic in there. It is what it is. Also, note to self, please stop saying it is what it is. You say that a lot. It's a little weird. Oh my gosh, what a day. So today went great, like killed it. I saw so many familiar faces, like some of my favorite people. I saw artist friends that I haven't seen in a hot second. I made my mortgage, which was really the thing that was weighing on me. So it was great. We are, I guess, packing up early. They told us to close up at 3:30 if it wasn't too busy, because we've got more rain rolling in later. But like, it's not gonna roll until like 6, so we've still got, you know, about 2 hours. It's close to 4 right now before the rain actually gets here. So part of me's like, do I want to pack up? Do I want to stand here? I'm selling things, but now everybody else is packing up, so I guess I am packing up. And I'm just really talking very fast because I've had a lot of coffee today. And I'm a little like hyped up. Like, I had a line of people at one point. Like, I had a mass and I was just shuffling through people and hoping for the best. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm here. It's great. I'll update you guys in a bit. What a wild ride today is turning in. I'm still packing up and I'm slower than everybody else because I literally had people shopping out of my bags. Those are my pillow bags back here. They literally picked pillows out of my pillow bags. And then I'm in my tent over here putting things in buckets, and they were shopping out of my buckets. And like, I'm so slow packing up though. My mother is coming to help. That's nice. Yay, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Final Dunwoody Arts Festival update, because holy crap. It got so crazy after pack up that I never got to finish recording that video. And like, you could tell I was almost done packing up, like I was almost home. So what ended up happening was, you saw me in the video, that last clip there, I was kind of frazzled because I was selling stuff, but I was happy about it, which of course I was happy about it. The sales the day before had sucked. Literally, I think I made $250 just standing there at the end for like 20 minutes, which put me 20 minutes behind everybody else packing up. But like, at that point, I needed that little bit of extra cash because the day before we didn't even make booth fee. So I was super excited about it. I'm glad it happened, and a little bit baffled because it was just really funny, like managing pack up with all of these people still like being okay with digging through boxes. Not everybody is okay with digging through boxes. Some people look at you weird, and then some people take your entire inventory out if you're like, yes, you may do that. No, don't do that. If I tell you you can dig through a box, dig through that box. These people were lovely. They had visited me earlier. They knew exactly what they wanted. I was like, okay, this is your box. This is your box. It was good. So at this point, all of these people have gone home. I'm putting inventory away still, and my mother comes, and thank you, Mom. Not the Mother's Day thing you wanted, but anyway, my mom comes and she helps me pack up, which my mom has helped me before, so that was like honestly really nice. Because what ends up happening was our clear blue skies, it started getting not super dark, but really cloudy, and it got really cloudy really fast. And then it gets really dark really fast. So at this point, the coordinators send me 2 helpers to help pack up, because I'm, again, one of the last people packing up. And again, I am a very slow pack up. Like, I know I'm a very slow pack up. Always a very slow pack up, and then on top of already being very slow, I was selling stuff when I should have been packing. That was on me. So they sent us 2 helpers, 3 helpers, I can't even remember. They sent us helpers to help pack us up, so like I'm directing people to go this way, that way, and the other, which honestly I am terrible at. It is just I don't know. There are some people that are really good at pointing. I'm one of those people that if it's going to take me longer to tell you how to do it than to do it myself, I just do it myself, which is not really the correct way to do it. That's my brain for you. So we get the car packed up, but the only reason I have the car in order to be able to pack up is I've skipped part of the story. So at this point, I've got my mother helping me pack, I've got these teens helping me pack, and one of the coordinators comes over and she's like, you need to go get your car now. And I was like, but I'm not done packing up. For this particular event, it's run by a specific set of show coordinators, and they do require you to finish packing everything up and like prove it before they hand you a parking pass to go get your car. But for me, I'm such a slow pack up that they managed to send me like all of their helpers that I don't have my car, and they're like, we're waiving the rules for you. You don't have to panic, because they've met me before, and like I'm one of those people, I don't break rules. I am too anxious of a human being. Breaking rules makes me nervous. I don't like it. But she came over, she's like, you need to go get your car now. And I was like, but I'm not done. She's like, go get your car now. And I was like, but. And she's like, no, you need to get your car. Go to get my car. I am so late compared to everybody else getting my car. The shuttle is not there. I had to hike all the way back to the parking lot, which it's not that far, but it's not that close either. That's why they had a shuttle running. I hike, I go get my van, I come back, we Tetris everything in my car. Thing that I did not realize, my mom did not do this. It was the helpers I had. If I can find a picture, I think I have a picture. They put my tent in the bag upside down, which I'm hoping it's because they plopped the cover over top of it and not because they flipped the entire tent upside down and zipped it up. I didn't realize it till the next weekend. I didn't even know you could do that, but whatever. I thought it was funny. I've never seen anything like this before. I unzipped it the next weekend and I was looking at it and my like neighbors, I was like, this is weird, right? And they were like, yeah, that's a little weird. I've never seen anybody do that either. Whatever, they were awesome. They were very kind. They helped get everything in the car. My mom helped get everything in the car. So like we knew all the little bits and pieces like the cash bag and everything else. We knew those were stored away safely. And literally we're closing up the door and the rain starts. So my mom fortunately had an umbrella, because at this point, I can't fit people in my car unless you want to strap yourself to the roof. So she had to walk back. That was like a happy Mother's Day, Mom. Thank you for being a mom today. We did Mother's Day the day before. I swear it was a lovely evening. This is us. So well, me and my mom and my dad anyway. We kind of figured by the time I was done packing up from the show, it was either going to be really late or I was going to be too tired and too smelly to like go out to dinner, which I don't know. It wasn't that hot for once, so I don't think I was that smelly, but I was definitely too tired and we were too soggy by the time we even got to the car. So that was how Dunwoody Arts Festival ended. It was a whirlwind. I mean, if you saw, but you guys did see, you were there with me, that beginning, that first day when we were all just miserable and cold and making no money, to go from that to I have no idea. So thank you, Dunwoody, for showing up. A bunch of artists were able to pay their mortgages this month because you actually showed up for us. And like, thank you. I have done this long enough. I have learned that there are some cities that really appreciate the arts and they really appreciate handmade. And this is one of those cities. There are some places that I don't really go back to because you find people like they'll argue with you, oh, I could go buy this at Walmart, this, that, or the other. And then there are some places you go that they're like, oh my gosh, you made this? It's so freaking cool. I want to pay you for the thing that you made with your own two hands. And Dunwoody is one of those cities. So grateful they showed up on the day that the weather wasn't complete garbage. Anyway, I will see you in the next video where we are going to Kirkwood Spring Fling. And yeah, I've got a few other surprises for you in the meantime. If you liked this video, you want to see more like funky craft show content from a girl who makes weird coloring stuff, I'd love to be your person. Give me a subscribe and give this video a like. And let me know, are you local to Georgia or would you like to see me at a craft show near you? Where do you live? So yeah, let me know down in the comments. I am very curious. I got invited to a farmer's market in British Columbia today and I was like, thank you so much for the invite, but that's a little far. I'm from Atlanta. Also, side note, when we say we're from Atlanta, we normally mean we're from the Atlanta perimeter because it's one of those big city things that people are like, I know where Atlanta is, but I don't know where this little tiny town is. So there you have it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Bye.